What is going on, guys? How are we all doing? I hope you're all doing well and trying to stay safe from this COVID-19. Oh, thank goodness, they still didn't hear me. They're listening, you know. The YouTube gods are out there. They're listening. We have another update for Scream 5. Well, Scream 5, we could call it that. We have a new update. As we all know, Neve Cambell has played the lead character throughout all 4 films as Sidney Prescott, the main target of this gentleman behind me. There he is. Right there, Mr. Ghostface, with the phone in his mask. That's an interesting look for you. That she is now in talks to come back as Sidney Prescott. Now, for the past few years, for years, since Wes Craven died, there we go. Now you can hear me talk properly. Over the years, since Wes Craven died back in August of 2015 from brain cancer, rest in peace, you beautiful bastard. She has always said that she would be very unlikely to come back because Wes Craven was a genius, and he was. He was the same man who came up with Freddy Krueger and Nightmare on Elm Street. And her concerns are very valid. Who can take the project and do it as good as Wes Craven did, who was the director for all 4 Scream films? No one is as good a director for this as Wes Craven, but the people over at Spyglass Media are also the same people who did Ready or Not, which is a fantastic modern slasher horror thriller film. If you haven't seen it, I do highly recommend it. It's beautiful. Mwah. But she's now in talks because she likes the idea of what they have. She likes the fact that they're going to do all they have to do to honor the image and the style and the idea of Wes Craven. They're going to do everything that they can to honor Wes Craven's work for this series, his love and his passion for this series. And that's why she's at the point where she's in talks with him, but because of COVID-19, it's kind of put a slow thing on it's kind of put on the back burner. Because it was speculated that filming was supposed to be done this summer, but COVID-19, coronavirus, kind of put a damper on that, and now they can't do filming just yet. It's frustrating, I know. They were doing these talks just before this thing happened, and they were supposed to go and have an in-person meeting, but then, boom, apocalypse happens. People go crazy, cuckoo banana crazy, and people start getting sick, people start dying, and then mass quarantines and lockdowns and do whatever you gotta call it. But they're hoping once all this is taken care of, they can have an in-person meeting, talk more about the ideas, get more information, and go from there. She's not confirmed to come back yet, but she is in talks to come back. And if they're going to get her back, or if they're even considering bringing her back, then you can also bet they're also talking with Courtney Cox, who played Gail Weathers in all 4 films. And they're also in talks with they're also going to be in talks with David Arquette to come back as Dewey Riley, who, as we last left him off in Scream 4, was Sheriff Dwight Dewey Riley. Still married to Gail Weathers, even though Dewey and Courtney Cox, David Arquette and Courtney Cox were married in real life for many years, and then they got a divorce several years ago. I think they were actually either divorced or they were finalizing their divorce when they were filming Scream 4, when their characters were still married, because they got engaged in Scream 3. Spoilers, I know, spoilers! Oh, kill me now! But if they're going to even consider bringing back Neve Cambell, of course they're going to be considering bringing back Courtney Cox and David Arquette as their characters as well, because you can't have a Scream movie in the same continuity without the 3 main players. The 3 main players. Sidney, Gail, and Dewey. My man Dewey! I'm a big fan of David Arquette, and I'm a big fan of the Dewey character in these films. So, that's your update. That's really it. So, thank you all for watching. I will see you in the next video. Cheers.